Chris Broussard on this TV theme song Thursday. So let's kick some ass because I'm ready. I was on Colin earlier. I had to work Colin over like a burger and fries. Now I'm ready. Yes.
Well, that might work with Colin, but it won't
is that
work
what you're
with
saying?
Me. It won't work
Can't
with me.
do it.
Hey,
And what do you mean work him over? You should have been in Mexico as far as that show's concerned.
They had my bag packed, everything. It wasn't a big bag.
Did they ask you where you're going if the Patriots win the Super Bowl?
Go to Cancun. How about Cancun? I'll do that.
That's Mexico.
Yes.
There's no other place you would go? You didn't say it like it was Cancun.
No,
or
said
Cabo. You said it was like you were going to some remote part of Mexico. Disappearing.
I'd have to go hide somewhere.
All right. James Harden. That was the story of the night last night.
All I'm going to do is sit back and, just sit back, and I want to hear you pontificate about James Harden because I tried to tell y'all about a month ago or 6 weeks ago.
Wait. First of all, it wasn't that long ago. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Rob G, it's been longer than
3
2 weeks, about a month. That's
on
what
Undisputed?
I said.
Was it on Undisputed? Yeah, when we hosted Undisputed.
Yeah, that was a holiday.
You were saying
so
James Harden was the best player
But that
in
was
the
a
world.
Monday we filled in.
Yeah, right now. You keep couching it. Why don't you?
I'm not couching
Why don't
it.
you really put bass in your voice, stick out your chest,
My
and
bass
say
is
it
out.
without saying
Look.
right now?
Look, my chest is out.
It was 3 weeks. Is it?
Oh, man, it's hurting. My chest is out, and my
You
bass.
need to hit the bench press,
Oh,
man.
you
If
know,
your
just a
chest
little
is
bit.
out. That's your chest out?
It's a bird chest. I get it.
No, James Harden, and I said it 3 weeks ago when you first said he was the best player in the world right now. And I said it 2 weeks ago when you doubled down on it. And I'll say it today. He is magnificent. I think he should already have 2 MVP awards. I thought he should have won in 2015, and I voted for him in 2015, the first year that Steph Curry won the MVP award.
I got news for you.
And then, of course, I voted for him last year, and he won it. He's going to win it this year. Should be his third, but will be his second.
Wait a minute. You bet me that LeBron James was going to win the MVP.
He's missed too many games.
So have you given up? You throwing the white flag?
No. I mean, I'm realistic.
Is
Unlike
that right?
some people,
Who would,
I'm realistic.
Unlike who? Who are you talking
See,
about?
that's why
Parker.
You got one guy in the odd. That's why we're the odd couple. You have one guy that thinks with your heart, and I think with my head.
Is that what it is?
Yes. I wanted Patrick Mahomes. You know this. I've defended Patrick Mahomes all year.
And I knew he couldn't win a big game. I've been telling you all year.
But you didn't know it in you, but in your heart, you're right. Your head was telling you.
I know. I told you.
Andy Reid cannot win the big one.
What did I call him?
Pat Mahomes is too young, right?
He's the Wacote.
Right.
And yes,
That's
the worst
what your
coach of all
head
time.
told you.
I knew it.
But your heart said, no, I cannot go with Tom Brady.
No, because I saw the game before it happened, and I knew he was going to throw that third pick, and it would all be over.
What third pick? There was no third pick.
There was a pick, and
Look at the box
and
score.
then it was an offside.
There was no third pick.
Worst throw in 10 years by Tom Brady.
It was. It was the worst throw. It
There
just
was no third pick.
I saw it with my own eyes. It was offsides that negated it.
If you had gone with your head over your heart, you would have picked the Patriots.
And I got news for you.
And your record in the pigskin pickoff wouldn't be 48%.
Look at you. You holding on to that. You so holding on to that.
I mean, it was a hold on. It was all season.
Thanks,
You act
Kawhi.
like it was a one-segment thing.
Thanks, Kawhi, because, I mean, Chris is crazy with this thing.
With
and
what?
here's the other one. I'm telling you right here, right now, Mr. Chris Broussard, NBA aficionado and expert and whatever, insider and anything else you want to claim after all these years of covering
Those are
the
my
league.
titles. I don't
Okay?
claim that.
All right, you claim.
Other people claim that.
And you're telling me, I'm telling you that even if LeBron was playing, Harden is still the best player in the league. He is. Stop with the LeBron. He's not the best player. He's an
I
age.
think Durant's better than Harden.
Not right now. He's not. And
Harden wouldn't be doing this on the Warriors.
No, but he didn't even have anybody else, which is even a better. First of all, he doesn't have Chris Paul. Who else got hurt?
Eric Gordon was out for
Right.
like 11 games. He's back now. Clint Capella's out.
Capella got hurt, and they're 15-6. It's not like he's piling up numbers and they're 6 and 15.
They're 15
I would
and
give
6 during his 21 game
right
streak
of 30 or more points.
Right.
I'm impressed by that. I always say you can score a lot of points, but if you're losing, it doesn't really matter because a lot of times they're garbage points.
But I'll say this though. Now you wouldn't be claiming he's the best in the world, but even if they were, say 6 and 15, it would still be impressive what Harden's doing. 21 straight games of 30 points or more has not been done. Kareem had a streak, Rob G. It hasn't been done since the ABA-NBA merger in 76. But Kareem had a streak. Rob G, check out what Kareem's streak was.
Some people are looking up on Twitter right now.
If he has already passed Kareem, then you have to go back to Wilt Chamberlain.
They're on Twitter right now going, merger? What are you talking about? ABA? What does that mean?
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But it would still be impressive if he was scoring. You know what he's averaged over his last 5 games? 52 points. I don't care if you lost every game. That would be impressive.
That would be 52.2 points, 9.6 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 2.6 steals.
And most of his buckets, last night, every single basket was unassisted. You know how hard that is?
That's almost impossible. Almost impossible. And overall, it was his 5th 50-point game of the season, right?
He's been just fantastic.
The 17th time he scored 40 or more, and then again, his 30-point streak is now at 21.
Look,
I mean, he's the best player in the league. I'm sorry,
so
LeBron.
You're not saying right now?
No, he's the best player in the league.
Here's the
sorry,
problem.
LeBron. Sorry, KD.
Here's the problem, Rob. I'm shocked at you because you even go to the extreme of saying if you get to the Super Bowl or the finals and lose, it doesn't matter. Yet here you are praising a guy.
We're not there yet.
I mean,
we're not there yet. I'm talking about this year. We're not at the playoffs. I got to look at what he's done this season. That's what I'm talking about.
Best season.
And this is
but that does not mean he's the best player.
But this is on the heels of what? This is on the heels of
an MVP. Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs. Was he ever the best player in the world?
No.
All right,
but
so don't give me the MVP.
But you don't have the numbers.
Was Steph the best player in the world when he won the MVP?
No.
Okay, then don't give me the MVP.
But this is different. I'm talking about
LeBron's been the best player in the world. Even if you think he's not now, he had a 8 to 10 year stretch where he was the best player in the world.
But look.
But he only won 4 MVPs during that stretch.
But the numbers and what he's been doing, people haven't done in eons. And one of the lists, it was just Kobe and Michael. I mean, when you start to look at the people, the people that he's matching are all-time greats. That's what you got to give him because he's not matching like somebody we don't know. I can't remember the exact thing when it was like it hadn't been done in 30 years since I think or since
the merger,
right? Yeah. And only Kobe and Michael
Kobe.
Had done it. I mean, that's incredible.
I mean, no, Rob, nobody.
And he's winning without help.
Nobody is debating that what he's doing is sensational. What I am saying is that you do not become the mythical, because it's mythical, you do not become the mythical best player in the world in the regular season. You just don't. You become the mythical best player in the world in the postseason.
That's your standard.
May and June, especially when you have struggled in the most intense and the biggest moments in the playoffs throughout your career.
So when LeBron melted down, okay, by your logic, when LeBron melted down to Dallas, he couldn't have been the best player in the world, right? Because he sucked.
He was
terrible.
Good playoff moments. But, yeah, I mean, I'm fine if you say that.
Okay. I just want you to be consistent.
If you say that,
that's one thing
I'm fine.
Consistent.
Really?
Yeah, oatmeal and a bran muffin every morning makes me consistent.
You kill Marv Levy for never winning a Super Bowl.
He never won.
But here you are giving a guy the best player in the world title based on games in January.
That's why I say right now, up to this point. Now, if he goes to the playoffs,
not saying anything.
Yes,
right
I am.
Now.
Because if he goes to the playoffs and lays an egg, then I'll pull it back.
Well,
I'll pull it back.
And I'm going to say to you this, Rob. He does, in my book, he doesn't have to get to the finals and win the West to be the best player in the world. He just has to, when it's game 6, when it's game 7, and the series is on the line, be at your best. You might even not shoot 50% that game. You might be off, but be at your best. He only took 10 shots against San Antonio in game 6. He didn't bring it. I want to see him bring it, and if he's doing this in the playoffs, then I can give him that title.
So with the game on the line, he can't pass the ball to like George Hill or something with the game on the line.
If George Hill is wide open under the basket, yes, he can. Yes, he can, Rob Parker. And I know where you were going.
You would have been better off to pass to Benny Hill.
George Hill's an NBA. What do you say? What do you always say? He's in an NBA uniform. George Hill's in an NBA uniform. He's an accomplished player, and he should be able to hit a layup.
He wasn't open because he got fouled.
All right. What do you say? And don't turn this into a Chris Broussard is down on James Harden. James Harden
that's what he
is the man. James Harden is the man, and as it is right now, he is definitely getting
Chris,
my MVP
I want you to
vote.
fall in line and goose step with me right down the street in Houston. Just be in lockstep with me. He is the best player in the NBA
right now. So I guess by your logic, the Eastern Conference Player of the Month is the best player in the East. The Western Conference Player of the Month is the best player in the West.
Nope.
That's
not what I'm
you're
saying. Nope, not at all.
Don't you? Isn't being the best player in the world is like you just don't get that in January. All right, what say you?